want to have a conversation. Nobody nobody wakes up to feel bad. Nobody wakes up with bad intentions. Good morning, Pastor Solomon. Nobody wakes up to start nothing or to cause any type of controversy. But I lost a family member yesterday. I had an aunt to pass away yesterday to COVID. And I feel, and I'm not asking for prayer. I'm fine. I feel terrible about it. I'm more angry. I'm angry. I'm not dealing in grief and sadness right now. I'm dealing in anger this morning because there's a lot of people well, the only thing that us, the ones that decided to get vaccinated, is asking y'all to do. We're not asking you to get vaccinated because by now you've already made your decision not to get vaccinated. The only thing we asking you is to have respect for people that's vaccinated and their safety. See, it's not an argument anymore about trying to make you get or encourage you to get vaccinated. You've made that decision and we respect it. But for those of us that's vaccinated, what we're asking you to do is, if you're going to come around people that's been vaccinated, we're asking you to wear a mask and we're asking you to go and get tested. Because the people that get vaccinated, we the one that's wearing masks and washing our hands, and most of us, ones that I know, is taking extra precaution, and we've been vaccinated. But the ones that's not vaccinated is just kind of nonchalant, and your deaths is having a negative effect on us, whether we're vaccinated or not vaccinated. Because I've heard people say, well, if I die, I die. Okay, but are you thinking about your family and the people that love you and the people that don't want to see your casket being rolled out of that church and on the way to the cemetery and take off a whole Saturday, Friday at a wake at a funeral home, and Saturday a dark, cloudy day of sadness and grief? Even if the sun is shining, it's a dark day when the casket is being rolled out of the church. Yeah, Kelly, you can come in if you want. This is my Kelly, where are you? Kelly, you need to have an iPhone to be in the video. And y'all don't even understand that the virus is mutating because we can't get herd immunity. The science is simple. Is it adding? The science is simple. It's not complicated. But y'all keep trying to merge with people that's been vaccinated and people that's trying to stay safe. Y'all keep merging and having family functions and having events and walking around as if we're not still in the middle of a pandemic. And it has caused a total split in families. Ours too. And I'm just devastated and got to go back to Pittsburgh Saturday, probably next Saturday. My second trip to Pittsburgh in about a month and a half. To sit there and watch Pastor Fred, that was on my morning show. He caught COVID and died, but the vaccine hadn't come out yet. But I'm pretty sure had the vaccine been available, he would have taken it. That was the funniest thing I had on my morning show, was Church in 60 Seconds with Pastor Fred. He died. Last thing he sent me was a thumbs up on Facebook. When I hit him up, are you okay? If you don't want to get vaccinated, then have unvaccinated events. Stop inviting and making and encouraging and mixing in with people that's been vaccinated that don't feel safe, that don't want to go in the hospital. And if you're not vaccinated, if you get sick, don't go to the hospital and take up a hospital bed from somebody that's dealing with cancer, leukemia, heart condition, hypertension, that really needs a hospital bed, because they can't even treat people with diseases and different things wrong with them that they cannot help, because all of the beds are filled with unvaccinated. And y'all have the nerve to be mad at us and make us feel stupid for getting vaccinated. Motherfuckers, you are vaccinated. You got the 5 shots. Not 1 shot, 5. Just where you could go to elementary school. Since y'all know so much. Now, here it is Sunday morning, instead of getting ready to go to church or to go wherever I have to go, going about my day, I'm sitting here in the house trying to figure out, damn, I got to bury another family member. A whole nother family member. Two classmates died. Two people I sat by in band and played trumpet passed away. If you don't know, if you don't understand, go talk to a doctor. Or go talk to a black doctor if you don't feel comfortable. Dr. Collier right over there in Douglasville. The other doctor that made the video breaking it down at Grady Hospital in Atlanta. I'm sure it's a African-American physician or dermatologist. Anybody that has a degree in the health industry can explain it to you. The science is simple. And now there's it's just personal. Now there's a split in the family, so people that's not vaccinated, it's funny. You know, I've been kind of isolated, which I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if none of the folks, niggas in my family don't speak to me no more, because I feel I'm vaccinated and encouraging family members to get vaccinated. I give 2 shits. Don't ever speak. I ain't never did shit but tell you to go get vaccinated. Now all of a sudden, text messages don't get answered and people got an issue with me. But won't nobody in my family tell me what the issue is. Ain't nobody man enough or woman enough to get on the phone and tell me what's up. All quiet. They don't want to deal with me. And I don't care. I'm 50 and I'm not going to put my damn health at risk just because of shit. If y'all don't think enough to go fucking get protection for yourself or whatever, you already vaccinated. Like your body is, you don't know what's in Tylenol. Y'all be vaping. Y'all be doing hookah. You don't know what's in that. Then you take your ass to an Alabama Auburn game or a Magic City Classic and grab your hot dog. You don't know what's in that. But you take them children to get vaccinated where your ass can have a free day so they can go to school, huh? Take them babies down there to get them 5 shots. Because when you have a watch party or whatever you having at the house or whatever, once folks get comfortable and start eating food, the masks come off and everybody get comfortable and you forget you can't see the virus. A lot of y'all carrying the virus is asymptomatic. Some of y'all don't even know what that is. You see what I'm saying? You're right. So if you don't believe in the vaccine, then don't go to the hospital where they're going to treat you with stuff to fight COVID that you don't know what's in it. Stop taking your ass to the hospital to get the help. Let me show you something. Come take a walk with me. Let me just show you how irresponsible some of y'all niggas are, especially the ones in my family that's call yourself low-key mad at me, but you ain't woman enough to say that shit to me. Y'all will talk on group text, but you ain't gonna say shit to me, I'm sure. You can go get this right here, CVS. 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 Right here. Boom. I got a whole bunch of them. Bring your ass over here. I'll take your ass in the garage and sit you at a table and give you this Q-tip and let you swab it. You don't even have to go all the way up in there. You just swab this little area right here and put it on the thing, and it's like a pregnancy test. It's going to give you a positive or a negative. Right here. If your family, if you don't want to go get vaccinated or whatever, you need to be testing regularly when you go around people. But you comfortable. Y'all going and stand with people, ain't getting tested regularly. Every other day, it's 2 in here. You're going to be around people that's been vaccinated, especially when they older and they trying to be safe. At least have the courtesy to get tested. You can buy it at CVS. And they sell these at CVS and Walgreens. And y'all the one taking up the hospital bed because Reverend Slappy got heart problems and got things that he can't help. Reverend Slappy can't get a hospital bed because of COVID patients that decided not to get vaccinated when the vaccination was available. No, ain't none of them been over my house, and they ain't coming over here, and they won't come over here. And they ain't speaking to me for real, and I don't give a fuck. I know, cause if you mad at, if folks in my family mad at me just because I'm trying to keep everybody safe, that means that you low key didn't like me in the first place, right? And you was waiting on some shit like this just where you could distance yourself. You could have been distancing yourself, but you brought your ass over here every Thanksgiving and ate, and every Sunday and ate dinner. But you ain't man enough, a woman enough to tell me that you got an issue with me. Fine. I said it. Fuck them. I said what I said. Men supposed to lead. Men. Where's the men in the family? I take responsibility for me and mine. That's what I'm responsible for. I sent a group text to my son and my 2 daughters. I said, you have 6 hours to be vaccinated, or goddamn it, I'm gonna come to Nashville, Waco, Texas, and Montgomery and vaccinate you my goddamn self. I said what I said, and I meant what I said, and I tagged both of my kids' moms on the, and they said I concur. Both of my kids' moms. It takes men to lead, but don't nobody want to ruffle no feathers and make nobody mad, because families are being ran by females. Man is head of household. And I don't give a fuck how sexist it sounds. If that sounds sexist to you, then fine. I took a leadership role and made sure that me and mine are safe, and I went and got my parents vaccinated. I got a stepdad and I got a wonderful mama. I said, hey, do you want to be vaccinated? Do you feel safe? They said, we want to be vaccinated. And I made a phone call, because I had a connection when them vaccines first came out, and we got in a van, rented a van, and went 76 miles to get vaccinated. Somebody wanted to bless me and make sure that me and my family was safe, and we made 2 trips. And I took some friends, some folks that live not far from me, that's nervous, a woman living by herself that wanted to be, and Miss Janie. Miss Janie is 84 years old, and she's been vaccinated, and she's fine. And I'm waiting on the booster. I'm waiting on the booster. And when it's available, I'm going to get it. Funky cold Moderna. But if you don't want to get vaccinated, when your ass gets sick, don't go to the hospital and take up a hospital bed from somebody who really needs a hospital bed. Because y'all the one, that's why there ain't no more ICU bed, because of the people that don't want to get vaccinated. Then you're a hypocrite then, right? Because you don't know what's in the vaccine, but what's in the IV bag, right? You're a hypocrite. If you have accepted any treatment from a doctor, or have taken any shots in the past, or been treated from a hospital from anything or whatever, you are a hypocrite. You've been vaccinated as a kid yourself, but y'all want to come around folks that are not vaccinated, but you don't want to get tested. It's a simple test. It got 2 tests in here. 2. You got your little Q-tip, swab your nose, and then you put it down in this thing, and it's going to give you 2 lines or 1 line. It's simple. It's a simple test. Put this little stuff right here in the little thing or whatever. It's a real simple step. You don't want to go get vaccinated, then go get tested. That's it. Simple as that. Everybody in the military, you had to get your shots, right? And then I read an article in People's Magazine. What you don't understand, what's really scary, is a lot of physicians are losing compassion. They're losing compassion, and that's dangerous. That's dangerous. So it's your life. I ain't telling you what to do. Do what you want to do, because you already made your decision. But this one, I'm going to say this, though. Stay the fuck away from us. Stop getting us sick, coming around with no mask on. Wear a mask. Mask up if you're going to come around. And socially distance like they did when the pandemic first came. Put the plate in the mailbox. Put the food on the porch. Whatever you're going to, okay, we'll see you. We'll see you when the pandemic is over. If I'm, okay, we'll catch up later. When the pandemic, when we have herd immunity, I'll see you at the dinner table. Once this whole country has herd immunity, like we do on polio and mumps and measles and the other things that you got vaccinated for that we ain't having a problem with no more because we have herd immunity. The science is simple, and there's people out here that went to college and educated and sitting up here not only not getting vaccinated, telling other people not to get vaccinated and undermining medical doctors that went to HBCUs and finished college to become doctors only to get out of fucking college to kill black people. You sound stupid. That's how stupid you sound. So I said what I said. I already know how you feel about it. It wasn't the facts, and you felt that you felt that way about me before. So this just the straw that broke the camel back or whatever. I already know what they say or whatever, and I don't care, and I ain't changing. Y'all done got too comfortable because your ass ain't dead and you ain't in the hospital. Keep on laying there, laying up in that ICU, and your family can't come in there, and every time you take a deep breath, it feel like your lungs burning. Keep on. And everybody that's vaccinated, you got a responsibility. If you've been vaccinated, you got a responsibility to stay safe, to keep their ass out of your house and keep them away from you, because there's consequences that come with those decisions. You just don't get to be around and come around and do what we used to do because it's not safe. We got a responsibility. Everybody, and a lot of people that's been vaccinated, hell, I'll still make them take a test because they don't hurt me. It ain't nothing. Or whatever, hit both nostrils, put it in the thing, in the garage. Okay, you good. Come on in the house. You don't have to wear a mask. Come on in the house. You don't have COVID. It's common sense. Y'all right, and then y'all people in the ministry, y'all ought to really be ashamed of yourself around here talking about what God gonna, and God gonna. No, you ain't finna wrap everything up in the word. No, you're not. No, you're not. Because why you ain't walk your ass across the street while them cars coming, talking about God will protect you. God also give us common sense. So no, don't wrap everything up in the word. Ain't nothing in that Bible had nothing to do with this. God gave us 5 senses plus 1. And one of them senses is common sense. Common sense. Well, God this and God that, and if it's meant to go, it's a lot of people in the cemetery that don't have to be in the cemetery. They're in the cemetery because of bad decisions have cost people their lives. That's a fact. If some people wasn't in a gang, they wouldn't be dead. If some people wasn't on drugs, they wouldn't be dead. If some people didn't end up on the death row, they wouldn't be dead. If some people wasn't trying to make a damn video and shit, trying to impress people for some fucking like, they would not be dead. Right? My dad is dead because of this bad decisions. I'll never forget when my dad died. It wasn't the fact that my dad died and my dad was in that casket right there. You know what bothered? You know what made me cry to this day about April the 11th, 1974? You know what tear me up as a 53-year-old man to this day? You know what really tear me up to this day? I don't even cry about my own grandparents' death, right? They dead and gone, and they raised me. You know what make me cry? Looking down that front row, remembering how they cried because my dad, their son, was in that casket. That's what tear me up. It ain't nothing else that have ever happened in my life that have tore me up, tore my soul out of my body, that I can't get it out of my head, is how my grandparents that were sitting to the left of me. My mother was sitting next to me, and my grandparents were sitting next to my mother. And I kept looking down there, watching my goddamn grandparents cry like that because somebody made a bad decision and decided that they wanted to live a reckless life, and they died. And looking down on the front row, watching my Uncle Bruh cry with his Marine uniform on. And I'm sitting next to my Uncle Bruce. And on the other side of my Uncle Bruce was my Uncle Suge. I was 6 years old, and I can remember the whole front row and the second row. My grandmother sitting behind me, my mother trying to comfort her. And all of my great-grandmothers. And I remember what everybody had on. I remember Reverend Fisher preaching my dad's funeral. And I'm making all of that. I'm making that point because a lot of bad decisions people taking pills, they dying. I lost a niece and a nephew. Bad decision. Very respectful young people. They didn't disrespect anybody. They didn't talk back to anybody. Very, very loving and respectful people, but they made bad decisions. And not getting vaccinated is a bad decision. But if that's what you decide, that's what you decide. But what we're asking you to do is please be safe and don't put us and put our life in jeopardy. And please go to CVS and just pick up a test. I got 2 of them in there. I'm about to go up here and get 2 more. And I'm comfortable with asking you to get tested, but we don't want to ask people to get tested or whatever because we don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. But then your ass end up in the hospital sick because you don't want to hurt nobody's feelings by asking them to go and get tested. They sell these at the front counter at CVS. So, got another funeral to go to, and I'm sure it's going to be a lot more after that. And I feel bad about it, and I hate it. The vaccines are available at CVS or whatever. There's nothing to get. And not trying to scare nobody, the stuff that they're treating people with that has COVID, they're running out of it. And now I don't know if the Biden administration, they're trying to cut back on some of that medicine so they can spread it out or whatever. You possibly end up in the hospital and can't get treated with some of the whatever. I can't think of the name of the medicine, but it's medicine that saves people's life. And now you can't get treated for it because they might run out of that because they're running low on it. So pray for our family. I'll be praying for your family, man. Please be safe. Don't be scared to ask people to get tested. You can't make them get vaccinated, but you can make them take a test before they come in your house. Yeah, remdesivir. Yeah, remdesivir. I think that right there, that they running out of it. Thank you, Desiree. I had to perform in Charleston, South Carolina last night. We drove back through the night. I literally just got home, and I had to lose a family member on Zoom. Say goodbyes on Zoom yesterday, and then walk up on stage and perform in Charleston. Then get in the car and drive and come all the way back to Birmingham with anxiety, butterflies in my stomach, because I was trying to comfort her at my niece's funeral, and now she gone. And it's back to back. It's been a rough, crazy year. Be safe, wear a mask, get vaccinated, stay and make people get tested. It's that simple. Sorry for your loss, for your cousin who died of COVID, Desiree. And in this video right here, this video, it's going to rub a lot of people the wrong way. And leadership and being a leader in a family is not a popularity contest. Sometimes you have to challenge people. I'm not judging, but I'm challenging because your bad decision is having a negative effect on me. And you're putting people that I care about life at risk. I don't give a fuck if you don't speak to me again. That's fine. That's an extra 2 pork chops and a pot of black eyed peas that's gonna last a lot longer because your ass ain't ate it. So I'm fine. I'm fine with not being spoke to. I don't give a shit. You don't speak to me anyway. Have a blessed Sunday. Be safe. Keep these tests in your house. I love you. God bless y'all. Peace.